what it used to be. I think now you see a lot more collaboration, a lot more support from one another, even from our animal control. Not so much in the rural areas, we got them to work on, but in the city of Austin, it's getting there. I just don't know what the answer is, and I think that, yeah, sometimes you have to test something out to see if it's going to work. But right now, putting that in effect, we didn't see our own local animal shelter at one of our biggest pit bull events this year. Because if they showed up to support that while implementing this into their process, then what were they doing?
Really?
Yeah. So it was kind of sad because then what? Like,
right.
And guess what we're doing? We're pulling dogs from them.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to hurt that relationship. Trust me, we could pull dogs from everywhere else, but we want to support our local community too. So yeah, we might pull one from Timbuktu, but we're also going to go and we're going to pull one from our local shelter. But it's kind of like, we know y'all like us as an organization, but you can't politically and verbally so much put that out there anymore. In fact, they used to do their own pit bull awareness event too. That stopped. And I think that's kind of sad because, like, I get that there's so much argument to come back at that, but I'm coming from this side of it,
right?
You know, and so it's kind of hard to really see the positive for us right now, and maybe it will end up trickling down to be a more positive thing. I don't know, but we're never changing. We're always going to be who we are. We're always going to support the breed, and we're not changing their names. They are what they are. We just don't have to put a negative name with it.
Right. Have you seen over the years that there has been a change in the way that the community has seen this breed? Do you feel like it's been a negative one?
No, I think it's been a positive change.
Okay.
I do. I think that we used to spend so much of our time and effort on always changing minds, which that'll never change. There's always going to be the person next door. That will never change. But I feel like we've made such a big movement in Austin that most of the time of the people I talk to, I don't have to sit there and defend the breed anymore. I do some. That doesn't mean I don't. There's still a lot of uneducated people, ones that are actually willing to listen but just uneducated. Like, those are the ones we still want to reach out to. But you know, I think that there's other issues too that we face now that we have to really kind of refocus our efforts on, and that's like BSL and breed specific legislation. And because, okay, great, we're changing the minds. Now everyone wants a dog. Well, guess what? They can't keep them. So what do we just do? So I think that that's really, really important to refocus some of our efforts there. It doesn't mean we take away any piece of the education advocacy. That's still there and trying to get this changed, but we do have to put more of the legislation piece into it to really, you know, I know THLN, some of the other organizations are really trying to focus on tethering and those kind of things, which is great. I mean, this year we're going to be launching our first fencing program, to where we provide a fence to a home that has a dog chained up that's willing to to take them off the chain. So we're implementing some new programs this year. Yeah.
I love that. When did that start, the fencing program?
We just had our board retreat and said 2017, here we come. We want to do something different, and that's what we already kind of were working on that, but not putting it out there. We're more or less doing research. So,
how big of an issue is that in and around Austin? Tethering?
It's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
So most people.
Not so. It is in Austin. It for sure is in Austin, but it's really on the rural ends of town, and a lot on the east side, and even the east side's demographic is changing a lot. That used to be really our main focus, and it still is a big part. But you know, we definitely have to hit the outskirts too. I mean, here in Leander, I mean, I've had to call in many people that leave them up on their chains for 24 hours, 7 days a week. And, you know, believe it or not, like, you might get mad at someone calling that in, but guess what? If they really care about their dogs, they'll do something.